Hi everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, and this is the how to play video for the MonTac TCG. Basically just going to be running you through a couple of basically how it works, how a turn would look, and we're going to be doing that via the online platform UntapIn. It's where a lot of our competitive games take place. Great for anybody that's looking to compete soon or just see how the game works. So what you're going to do is basically at the start of the game, both players are going to flip a coin. Winner gets to choose first or second. Once they've done that, both players are going to draw their 5 cards. They're opening 5 cards. So we're just going to draw that nice and easy. Alright, so obviously in the cards themselves, you're going to notice there is numbers in the top right hand corner. Basically at the start of every turn, you roll a 6-sided die. The number rolled and below is what you can play. There are different types of monster cards, or different types of cards I should say. Obviously there's your tacticals. So you can tell they're tactical because in the top right hand corner they will have a diamond. If they're a asset monster, they will have something here, so they'll have like a little bit of a star with a black circle. For your synergy monsters, tacticalisms will have this, and then obviously if you want actual main deck monsters, they will have a black circle with a white trim. 2 different types of tacticals would be your red diamond, as you can see here, Rage Release, and you can also see blue diamond here in Mutation Pit. Blue diamond you can only play on your turn, red diamond you can play on either player's turn. So your enemy's rolls for their turn also matter for you. So obviously the game works off of a die roll. It's not as punishing as you may think. It's actually quite easy to work around. Obviously at the start of the game I've drawn my 5. You can tell I've got a bunch of tacticals, which would seem like a really difficult situation if this was any other game. But lucky for us, MonTac has a perfect mulligan, so you can shuffle as many cards as you would like back to redraw the same amount. So I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle back. Let's just give it a nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make sure we can get the best chance of getting some monsters. So I'm going to draw that up again. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. Taking a little bit of a while. We're here now. Basically start things off. Let's say I'm taking the first turn. We're going to roll a 6-sided die. This is called your class roll stage. Since I've rolled a 5, I can play anything at class 5 and below. So as you can see, this mutated Titanium Boa adult cannot be played. It is a 6. So let's start off with something like this. We're going to go mutated Silver Beast. Mutated Silver Beast is a class 3. Obviously I can play this. Very nice. You can play as many monsters as you'd like, as long as you don't have more than 3 in play simultaneously. Mutated Silver Beast on play allows me to search my deck for a monster that is a class 3 or below. So we are going to go with goodness. Let's go with a nice bat. Mutated bat, great card for the mutated archetype. Generally this will be your starter deck when starting out, so these are all combos you can do. Yes, mutated bat is now in place. So obviously I could end it here, but I'm going to show you a couple more things. Specialties are really important for monsters. Obviously they allow you to get them out and do various things, whether it be damage, whether it be obviously offensive, defensive, help with consistency. So with this mutated adult, since I have a monster with corrosive in play, it's a mutated. Corrosive is the key word there, boldened corrosive. In the first line of text on mutated bat, I can play this adult regardless of class. So because it's regardless of class, I can play it even though my roll was a 5. With that done, and I'm now going to preparation stage, obviously playing my monsters, setting up my cards. Once we've done the preparation stage, we can go to conflict stage. This is if I was going second. Going first, you can't make any attacks. We're going second, I could then make some attacks. I could swing at that and stuff like that, just start swinging at the enemy. If they had monsters on board, I'd have to take out their monsters first, unless I've got some sort of specialty that allows me to circumvent it. So that's basically that. This preparation stage, go to conflict stage and make your attacks like I just said. Then you're going to hit cooldown stage, so it's the last stage of the turn where you can really play anything. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Titan Destroyer Sword. It's a red diamond, so we can play on either player's turn as long as I've rolled a 1 or higher, which is basically guaranteed. I can use effect 2 to shuffle it back into my deck. By doing so, I gain a health point and may draw a card. So that's going to have my cooldown stage. I can't play monsters in cooldown stage, only tacticals, and you can use asset synergy monsters, but you'll have to have their conditions fulfilled. Moving on, that's basically just how a turn would play out. At the end of the turn, you're going to refill till you have 5 cards. This happens on both players' turns. So if my enemy's turn ends, I refill till 5. If my turn ends, I refill to 5. So It's every single turn, both players refill to their 5. If I already have 5 or more cards in hand, I just don't refill. So that's basically a turn in MonTac. It's basically anything you really need to know right off the bat. It's quite easy to play. We do everything we can to make the game as player-friendly as possible, and we're constantly updating and making sure the game is at the best way it could possibly be. Thank you for watching. A bit quick, but I hope this has been helpful, just to see the natural flow of the game, how tacticals work, see how monsters are played and stuff. But yeah, so this is it. A little bit more with the current cards as opposed to the old video with the older cards. If you have any questions, please ask us in the Discord or even in the comments below. I'll have the Discord link in the description, and can't wait to see you in the battlefield. I will see you later. This has been Tom.